Hello, dear Aquarius. My name is Michaela. Welcome to my channel for astrology, Todayenergy. And this is the monthly forecast for Sun, Moon, and Rising Aquarius for April, which is a truly interesting month. We will have two new moons. One of them is a solar eclipse. We have the conjunction of Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces, which is a once-in-a-lifetime event. Pluto is turning retrograde at the end of the month. So really a mixed bag of energies. Some more intense, some more karmic, but of course we are expecting and hoping for the support of the universe, and especially important is to keep our own faith and optimism. Now, we start the month on the 1st of April with a new moon at 11 degrees of Aries, and that's for you, your third house, Aquarius. So new meetings, meeting new people, starting a new course of education, buying a new vehicle, or, some repairments, for instance, of your old one. 11th house is about information and communication, is about our immediate environment. So maybe new neighbors come to your block of flats, or you change a neighborhood, a city, maybe some new plans with your friends to travel, and you restart communication with your siblings or cousins and distant relatives. Of course, I always recommend people writing down their wishes and set intentions on new moon, so kind of planting the seeds and watch them later grow and manifest in our life. But if you forget to do this on this new moon, you will have a second chance just 2 days later. If we talk about Bulgarian time, that is Eastern European time, which I use, an important hours will be from 10 o'clock in the evening on the 2nd of April to 7:30 in the morning on the 3rd of April. And of course, you can recalculate these times for your location. It's when Mercury conjuncts the Sun. That's a Cazimi moment. Now, ancient astrologers believed that when a planet transits so close to the Sun, every time it's burned by the rays of the sun, so it doesn't feel so well. But in this transit, there is this special moment in which the planet is exactly in the center of the brightest star, right? Which Sun is our life giver. So then the planet is if it's on a private audience with the ruler of the universe, and it's exalted, really very powerful. So our mind, our ideas, our thoughts, our plans can be really exalted this night, where for us it's going to be night in Bulgaria. And so, insights might come in our dreams, or before we go to bed, if we meditate and if we write down something, it might be truly genius and very, very insightful. And in your case, it's in the 3rd house of information and communication. So you might expect some truly important news for you these days. On the 5th of April, Mars conjuncts Saturn, which is not an easy energy generally, and it's the 22nd degree of Aquarius. So most probably it's your 1st house. And, Aquarius is ruled traditionally by Saturn. So that's your ruler, pretty happy and powerful in your sign. And Saturn gives you this feeling of maturity, of suddenly growing old, of suddenly keeping the rules, which normally you're known to break, right? But it's more like, okay, breaking the old rules, but establishing your own, and being this mature authority figure that everyone looks up to for advice, for guidance, right? This is Saturn in your sign for already 2 years. And Mars gives your Saturn passion, ambition, drive, motivation. It's explosive for you because you can act on your initiations, your projects, your relationships, and you have the upper hand definitely in relationships, and everyone must be like concurring with you at the beginning of April. You are like steel, decisive, like an engineer this day, truly. So, use it wisely, use it good, this conjunction, which generally would bring more attention to the world, but you might benefit from these energies of Saturn longevity and stability, and Mars action. The same day, Venus goes into Pisces, that's your second house, and Venus is the planet of pleasure and finances and love. So you might meet either some love at work, good friends at the very least, cooperation, diplomacy. So if you need to negotiate your salary, that's a good day, and overall later a whole month. While Venus transits Pisces, but also it's about earning or investing money or buying something, our possessions, material possessions, and of course, pampering yourself, pleasing your five senses, with Venusian topics like food, good materials, clothes on you, jewels. Be careful, of course, not to overspend on those. And as well, it's about self-esteem. So you will be boosting your self-love, values, and self-esteem this month. Oh, on the 11th, Saturn squares the nodes, the lunar karmic nodes, Rahu and Ketu. So you might feel on the 11th as if on a crossroad between the past and the future, between two options to choose from, two people. It's also quite important because it's the axis of first house where Saturn is, and also 10th and 4th house. More specifically, the North Node is in 4th house, showing you that you have to pay attention more to your family, your roots, where you come from, maybe your past, maybe healing your, emotions from the childhood experiences. 4th house is taking care of parents. It's your property, it's your foundation, your base. So, but here you might feel like torn apart between work and home, between future and past, kind of where I come from, my comfort zone, and where I'm heading to, kind of the sweet but also scary unknown. The same day, Mercury goes into Taurus, into your 4th house, reinforcing all this communication and talks with your family members about your place of living, maybe your property, maybe it's about buying, selling property, or deciding where to live, abroad or at home. Maybe it's really Mercury's documents, signing property contracts. On the 12th, there is this magical conjunction of the rulers of Pisces in Pisces, Jupiter and Neptune. It's really once in a lifetime. I recorded a video about it, so you can check it on my channel. I hope it will bring only the beautiful positive manifestations of both planets, which kind of expand. And it's your second house, so expanding your incomes, hopefully not your spendings. But of course, you can spend on something beautiful, on something spiritual, maybe like some course that it's about spirituality and self-esteem, and or like public speech, for instance, or how to manifest and achieve more in life, right? But also it can bring you really big work projects, maybe connected to abroad, international environment, legal matters, perhaps, especially if you work in industry that it's about medical system, drug production, right? Pharmaceutical company, so that can bring you a lot of income. On the 15th, Mars is moving as well to your second house, so even more activity and passion into work and making money. On the 16th, we have a full moon at 26 degrees of Libra. That's your 9th house, and full moon is a culmination or ending point or information about something. In this case, it can be some legal matters, so you're ending some court case, hopefully positively for you. It might be getting a diploma or certificate and graduating, finishing your education, or maybe you decided it's time to finally enroll in some course or degree, studies. Ninth house is about our belief system, expressing our opinions. So maybe the spotlight will be Aquarius on you, on your expressing some knowledge, some opinion, becoming an expert, becoming something like a guru for your followers, for people. Ninth house is popularity. It also might be dealing with legal institutions or authority figures for you, teachers, advisors, or maybe governmental structures and institutions. And last but not least, ninth house is about traveling. So maybe you finally gather the documents for relocation, or you sign this contract with the international corporation to work for them, and they invite you to an office abroad. Then on the 20th, Sun goes into Taurus, and that's again your fourth house. So even more emphasis on your place of living, maybe papers about residency, and your home. Yeah, property and home and family, of course. 27th, beautiful day, Venus conjuncts Neptune in your second house. So it's a good day to do some spiritual practices about how you feel about yourself, yeah, your self-love and self-esteem. It can be also a good day for if your work is more creative, so that can bring you more inspiration and creativity. It might be about beautiful objects you buy for your home to make your home nicer and more comfortable and safer for you. Of course, be careful again with the spendings. And of course, it's a good day to pamper yourself, to go on a spa, massage, some Reiki healing, or maybe spend the day in a nature near water. The whole last week of April, Pluto is going like getting slower and slower. His speed, and so on the 29th it stations to go retrograde. So all the attention of the universe is towards Plutonic topics overall in the society. For you, that's your 12th house. Wow, that's powerful, because 12th house is about endings. It's about your subconscious. It's something that's behind you. You don't see it, but you feel it. And Pluto is a very psychological planet. It's very much about hidden emotions and hidden turmoils that it's sometimes hard to express even and to address. But Pluto wants you to address things that are from the past, that are emotional, possibly like to speak them out with a psychologist, or do some esoteric or spiritual, again, rituals or practices, write down in a diary, release. 12th house is about endings and releasings and letting go. And Pluto also likes to clean and clear and cut out everything that is like rotten, you know, and it's poisonous. So all kind of grudges, traumas from the past, fears, self-harming, self-undoing behaviors and issues, you can truly now, like for this 1 week, it might be not pleasant and it might hurt, right? But Pluto wants you to pay attention to this. Then he will be 6-month retrograde, so you might be now start working with a psychologist, and all this time like going retro, going back to your memories and cleaning those things out, you know, cut them as a surgeon basically. As well, we can talk about Pluto is big finances and corporations, and 12th house is faraway lands. So again, some dealings with institutions and companies from abroad. On the 30th, Mercury goes into Gemini. That's your 5th house. So a lot of communication with your loved romantic partners, children, news from children, activities with them, traveling with the partner and kids, talking about having a child, and of course, getting some nice business deals if you have your own business, or inspiration for your hobby. The same day, we have the partial solar eclipse at 10 degrees of Taurus. That's your 4th house, and you will feel it especially strongly if your eyes see the cusp, the beginning of your 4th house is around this degree of Taurus. So solar eclipse with the north lunar node, talking about future development. It's something about family, establishing your own family, becoming a parent, or taking care of your parents, or going back home, or relocating, or selling property. You know, all these topics about our foundations. And it's something new. It's a new beginning in this matter. Maybe there is a new member of a family. Maybe your sister or brother introduces a spouse, a boyfriend, girlfriend to a family, or they will have a child. You know, solar eclipse is like 100 times more powerful new moon. But if on new moons, we are the ones who work with our mind, intentions, and attract things to life. Eclipses are much more karmic things. It's about destiny, right? So it's when the universe realigns us with our original soul purpose, and depends how far we have wandered from it. Maybe we haven't, so there wouldn't be many changes around, right? Or but if we have wandered too far away and we forgot kind of this source of the soul and the mission which it was establishing when it was incarnating in your body and mind and in this life, so then yeah, the push will be a bit more tangible, like you can feel and experience, as we say, karmic faithful events and changes. In any case, dear Aquarius, I wish you this month to be, of course, powerful, but in a sense of empowering for you. Thank you for watching my videos. I hope this information is helpful and useful and interesting for you. Thank you for liking my videos and for subscribing to my channel. That really helps me, and really let's hope for only fantastic and positive changes for you this month. See you soon.